Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. The start of a new week. The start of a new, different set of challenges for my 30-day challenge. And yes, I just hit my head on the top of my car here. The weather today is looking great. The tropics are heating up a little bit. Might get to that a little bit later on in this week. But today, I want to start off the week with a little bit of motivation. A motivational Monday, if you will, okay? And the title of that motivation is going to be called Learn to Develop an Unrelenting Belief in Yourself. And what does that mean exactly? It means exactly what it sounds like. I want you today and every single day, and maybe you can adopt a challenge similarly to the one that I'm doing now, the 30-day video challenge, where you try to improve something in your life and do it to its fullest capacity, okay? I don't want you to half-ass anything you do with whatever you pick. I want you to really give it your all. And the all doesn't necessarily need to be doing it for 7 days a week, right? Maybe your all is doing it twice a week. For example, my wife just started going back to the gym, and right now her all means going to the gym twice a week. And that's gonna be amazing for someone who wasn't going to the gym at all. So I want you to define what your all is, just trying to lower my window here to get a clearer view, and then do the thing, okay? And I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I can do the thing. I want you to try and set up yourself for success. Change your environment so that it's easy to do whatever it is that you want to accomplish, okay? I want to give you a little bit of a story here. And it actually concerns my wife. Last week, my wife, she, let's say, experienced something that honestly I wouldn't say is too terrible, but something happened that didn't go as planned, okay? And it was unfortunate. But luckily, it wasn't like such a grand critical event. Let me just lower my window here so I can see a little bit more. But it's definitely one of those things that you think to yourself, oh man, I wish it would have gone better. It's one of those things that when it doesn't go your way, you might start to question yourself and you might think, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe because this happened, it's not meant to be. But you know what? Don't think that way. Sounds a lot easier. It's a lot easier said than done. But don't think that way, okay? Do not be cynical. Do not be negative. A lot of people want to shroud this. Maybe not shroud's the right word, but they take negativity to mean, at least I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic with the world. This is the way the world works. But you know what? Has anything good happened from viewing the world that way? If you think, I'm being realistic and I can't do this because that's just the way the world works. That's just the way life is. Is that really gonna be the thing that takes you to the next level? This is something that I explained to my wife. I'm gonna explain to you today. Think about the greatest people in any field, okay? Think about LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, or think about Albert Einstein. Think about any athlete, any celebrity, any actor, actress, singer, anyone that has done exceptionally well in their field. Do you think they woke up one day and they felt to themselves, I'm not cut out for this? I can't do it. I'm going to give up. The world, it's the real world. I'm just not meant for this. It's not going to happen to me, so I might as well just do something else. We tend to see people at the end stages of their accomplishments, okay? I was watching a video on X the other day of Halsey. I don't really know the whole story with Halsey right now, but I guess she's going through this time of her creative career where she's unable to, do what she wants. Her record labels want her to do more and more. And she was talking about Sabrina Carpenter, how she felt like Sabrina Carpenter was always just meant for stardom. At every age in her life, it was always stardom, right? She was always ready for that. But she also mentioned how she worked really, really hard to get there. And that's the thing you have to see. You see Sabrina Carpenter now, and you see her successes and accomplishments and accolades and her fame, her reach to stardom, and you think, man, she just got lucky. What you don't see is probably the grueling amounts of days she probably had self-doubt, and all the days she woke up thinking, this is maybe not meant for me. And that's the same thing I want you to think about. If you wake up one day and it's a bad day, it's okay that it's a bad day. And honestly, I'm even gonna give you the opportunity. I'm gonna say it's okay that you maybe on those days don't even do anything, but you need to make sure that the average amount of times, if over 50% of your year is spent doing the thing and getting through those difficult times, you're okay. Get it even closer to 100%, all right? But it's on those grueling days that you need to show up for yourself. The greatest people constantly failed over and over and over again. They woke up and they doubted themselves. Things didn't go their way. They tried to do something and it didn't work out, and they kept going and they kept going despite everyone telling them it's not going to work out, it's not good for you, you should try something else. They kept going, they kept going, they kept going, and they became great. And at the end of that time is when everyone now looks at you and says, wow, you did the thing. And you say, yeah, but it wasn't easy. They developed an unrelenting belief in themselves, an unrelenting belief that whatever they put their mind to was going to help them get through the day and was going to allow for them to accomplish their goals. And that's what I need for you to do if you're watching this video. And this could be in any realm of your life. I'm talking something as simple as like, I need to wake up half an hour earlier. That's my goal for the week. Develop an unrelenting belief in yourself. Sleep half an hour earlier so you can wake up half an hour earlier. Change your environment so it's easier. Okay? Let's say you have a lot of things you do at night. Is there any way that you can move those things to be a little earlier so you can reserve nighttime for better sleep and to wind down? Maybe your goal is to reduce your calorie intake by 100 calories for the week. Every day, not for the entire week. Every day, reduce by 100 calories. Do you have a lot of snacks in your house? Get rid of them. If the snacks aren't there to begin with, you won't eat them. It's going to be a lot harder for you to want to drive to a nearby grocery store to get them. Right? That requires a lot more effort than just going to your pantry and getting the snack. Change your environment so it's easy for you to accomplish your goals. Develop the unrelenting belief in yourself that you can do the thing you want to do. Again, it doesn't need to be anything so grand. 100 calories, better sleep, a little bit more studying. But these things compound over time. That's also something I want you to understand. If you're at all interested in investing, you've probably heard about compound interest. You're compounding gains. $100 today equals I don't know how much in a couple years, right? It compounds over time. As you start getting better at doing little things, let's say, oh, now I can sleep. Now it's easy for me to sleep half an hour earlier. You're going to find that that dedication and that skill transfers to other areas in your life. Once you get really good at doing the hard thing in one area, it's going to be easy to do it in other areas because you're going to see the benefit of having done it. This happened to me earlier this year. I was losing a little bit of weight for a cruise I wanted to go to. And honestly, for the first time in my life, I actually did it. And I had been trying for years, like 10 years, and it never happened. I gave up, thought it wasn't for me, thought I could never lose weight. But I lost weight. I got into the 140s, 140 pounds areas, right, that I have not been in probably 15 years or so, okay? And I got there, and I kept going, I kept going, I kept going. And because of that, other things got easier. It got easier to do these YouTube videos, even though, like you see, I wasn't really posting that often. There was a period of time there where it just became easier to do a lot of things, right? That momentum increases, right? An object in motion tends to stay in motion. Once you start that ball rolling, it's harder to get it to stop. All this stems from the fact that you believe in yourself. So, again, if you're watching this video, what is it that I want you to do? Here's an action item if you're watching this video and if you made it this far. I want you to drop a comment below and give me a very actionable goal, a goal that you truly believe is attainable. I don't want you to tell me I want to make $1 million by the end of this year because that's very difficult to do, you know? And you might make it, I'm not saying you can't, but choose something a little bit easier that you know for sure you can accomplish. That way, when you accomplish it, you can come back to the video and tell me how great you feel about having done it. Leave a comment telling me the goal that you're going to accomplish, and also leave an 1 to N step plan, okay? 1 to N meaning it could be one step or it could be multiple steps. I want you to tell me exactly how it is that you're going to accomplish your goal, right? I want to sleep a little bit earlier, so I want to wake up a little bit earlier, so I'm going to sleep a little bit earlier, okay? I'm going to lose 100 calories extra every single day, so I'm going to remove these snacks from my pantry, or I'm going to increase the amount of cardio I do. I want to make sure I get an A on my test, so I'm going to study 30 more minutes a day for the material. Pick something simple, and guess what's going to happen? Maybe in a video a week from now, a completely unrelated video, you can leave a comment and say, hey, you remember that video about developing an unrelenting belief in yourself? Well, I did it. I accomplished that goal, and now this week I'm going to double. I'm going to double down on it. 100 calories last week, I'm going to be 200 calories this week because I feel good about it, and I can do it, and it's not really that hard. 30 minutes of studying last week, I'm going to do an hour of studying this week. Keep going, and that belief you have in yourself, it's contagious, man. The people around you will feel it. You will feel it. Your life brightens up. It's like a drug. You take this drug and your life brightens up. You start to see color again. You start to smell things again. I mean, you always smell things, but things just smell differently. Everything around you gets better. So do it. Do it for me. Do it for yourself. That's the most important thing. So this is a motivational Monday. Maybe I start doing these videos from now on. I don't know. This just happened to line up with Monday. Actually, I wanted to film it on Friday last week, but I thought, 2 videos on the same day. Let me take it day by day. Let me not overreach. It's more important that I just got the video on Friday than it is for me to make so many videos. I want to make them on the days that I'm scheduled, Monday to Friday. That's the official schedule, by the way. Monday to Friday video, Saturday, Sunday off to hang out with the wife and family. Motivational Monday. I hope it reached out to some of you all. Again, leave me a comment if it did. I want you to leave me a comment of how you're going to achieve your goals this week. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go in. We're going to kill it. I have work right now. It's going to be an amazing start to the week. It's going to be an amazing week. I'm not letting myself already get into a negative mind space. I already know the week is going to be great because I believe it's going to be great. And I believe in myself that I have the skills, the patience, the wisdom to make it so. So, believe in yourself. Leave me a comment telling me what it is you're going to be doing this week to attain your goals. And as always, have a great Monday. Have a great start to your week, whatever it is you're going to be doing. And as always, I will see you all next time. Later.